Fantastic day to everyone. It is Sunday, the 12th of December, and I like to watch on my computer on the internet NASA, space stuff, ancient discoveries. There's so much information out there that if you do have a job and you work, there's no way you can even catch up to what's going on in the world. So many events happening in the world, so much stuff going on. In America, there's a disastrous storm that's devastated 4 states, the worst in history. Floodings around the world, wars, and Russia invading, and China invading, and all kind of things going on. So I'm watching the NASA program, and then they got interrupted by, what's it called, Perserverance, launched a long time ago, and it's about to land on Mars. So there's a lot of excited people watching this. And it's about a minute away from entering the atmosphere and about 8 minutes from landing. And this is the first time they've been, many vehicles on Mars, but not with this vehicle. They've got cars driving around on Mars. They've got drones flying around on Mars. And they're picking up rocks. And then they have another spaceship come pick up the rocks and bring it home. Technology is fantastic. Let's listen in for a second here. Oh, here's what I learned today. I always love learning new stuff. So in 1 minute, I don't know if you can hear this or not, but the software is about to kick in and go into a landing sequence. But today, this world is such a big world, but it's nothing compared to the universe. The universe was, what does it say, formed, it's, first off, there's 500 billion galaxies in the universe. Billion. What I learned today, it was let me think here. Okay, so basically, Carl Sagan, a very famous astrophysicist and scientist and what have you, he said if the age of the universe, to call back. Quiet. No. If you did a year, if the age of the universe is 1 year in a chronology, the Big Bang formed 1 year ago. And on September 8th, the sun was formed in that year. And on September 11th, the earth was formed. And on December 31st, at 11:39, humans were born. Oh my God, 4.5 billion years on Earth. It's such an amazing place. And I know there's billions of other life forms out there. And that's why I like watching NASA. And this is a real big event for a lot of people. They're real excited. So I thought I'd share it with y'all. I've got a lot of groups in Africa following my philosophy about kindness, and a lot of them are poor. But if they have internet access, the way to get out of poverty is education. The internet, if you have a phone and you're connected to the internet, you don't need to go to school. Every answer to everything. I give a lot of advice to people. I'm a life coach. This one young lady said, I want to be a veterinarian, but I can't afford to go to school. So you know what I told her? Go to the internet and every day learn all the terminology that veterinarians know. Learn all about all the animals. And you can learn everything a veterinarian knows for free. Then you walk into a veterinarian office and you tell them, ask me anything. And you're going to be so full of knowledge, they're going to want to hire you. You don't need to go to school. It's great to go to school, but schooling is free. There's called libraries and the internet. All you have to do is want this. They say you need to go to a better school for this or that. No, you don't need to go to a better school. The worst school in the world is all you need to go to because it has all the information there. But you don't need to go to school. You just need to study. So let's listen in for a second here. Let me turn it around for you. I'll let you watch and listen in here. This is pretty exciting, actually. For some people. Look at all the people watching and commenting.
the atmosphere. It will be very quickly, which is the entry point. It won't be very long.
Turn it up for you.
The atmosphere will start getting thicker and thicker. It's going very quickly at a fairly steep angle of 15 degrees into the atmosphere, and it starts to slow down.
Just under about 5.5 minutes from entry interface. We're still receiving heartbeat tones. We expect to continue receiving heartbeat tones until about 5 minutes after entry. At that time, Perseverance will be no longer in view of our antennas here on Earth. About 90 seconds prior to entry, the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter should begin receiving telemetry from Perseverance and streaming it to Earth in near real time. There are a few expected short outages, such as when we have a plasma blackout or when we enter the peak heating phase. Aside from these outages caused by the plasma blackout, antenna switching, or high dynamic events, spacecraft events, we should have telemetry until about 90 seconds after landing. A plasma blackout is when the signal from Perseverance isn't strong enough to make it through the superheated, super fast air flowing around the spacecraft all the way down to Earth. Once the temperature drops below that peak heating, we do reacquire the signal from Perseverance. We are currently about 4.5 minutes from entry interface.
4.5 minutes.
Continues to report heartbeat tones, indicating everything is nominal.
Okay. What we're looking for now is Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter should be in view soon of our vehicle and be able to listen to ones and zeros coming from a separate radio that's really designed to talk between spacecraft.
Yeah, reports the electro radio is powered on, ready to receive.
This is slightly ridiculous. He's not anywhere near anybody. He's wearing a mask.
Able and waiting to hear from our rover.
Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter has reported that it's ready to receive the signal from Perseverance. It should be in a few minutes here. We're just
level 1.
So rover is on the planet already, and it's going to talk to Perseverance that's coming into the planet.
We don't need these ones and zeros, as Swati said, but to land safely. But we really need it for our own health and well-being today to keep our nerves in control.
Around this time, a second spacecraft, Maven, should begin picking up telemetry from Perseverance.
So Maven is also on Mars.
Until several minutes post-landing.
So I think they have 4 vehicles on Mars right now.
For several hours after landing, as it's being recorded, and then will be forwarded to Earth later. We are continuing to receive heartbeat tones, indicating that everything is nominal. We're currently at about 3 minutes until entry interface.
Okay. Very soon we'll be getting ones and zeros, I hope, from our radio on the rover.
So, you know, this technology is just in the last couple hundred years. Last 100 years. It's amazing what humans have done in 100 years. We've been around for 6 million years.
Atmosphere, and above it there is
We are 2 minutes from entry interface. Perseverance will transmit heartbeat tones, indicating everything is nominal.
Einstein said of the hundreds and billions of life forms out there, there's certainly life.
So far the heartbeat is doing well. So the vehicle thinks it's in good shape to land, which is a great sign.
You can see this guy's pretty excited. Years. This is years and years of work from people from all over the world contributing to the technology that went into this spaceship to go to Mars.
We're just under 2 minutes from entry interface. As it gets closer to Mars, Perseverance is actually being pulled in by gravity and accelerating. By the time Perseverance reaches entry interface point, it should be going just under 5.4 kilometers per second. We're at about 90 seconds from entry interface and standing by for Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter to pick up the telemetry.
And again, there's so much things going on in the world. You know, very few people know about this. They're dealing with problems on Earth, or they're dealing just with the local softball game, or a football game, or a sports event. There's so many things to do in life, and there's so much information to take in. It's hard to keep up.
1 minute from entry interface.
you know, me being retired, I have a lot of time to spend on the internet to keep up with stuff. And of course, 3,423 or 3,427 ambassadors that text me a lot and are helping me spread
Tomorrow is in receive mode.
kindness.
We have confirmation that the reconnaissance orbiter is now relaying data from Perseverance. We're about 30 seconds from entry interface. Perseverance is going about 5.2 kilometers per second and is about 190 kilometers altitude above the surface of Mars.
5 kilometers per second. And then it's going to slow down to 2 miles an hour just before it lands. Well, I hope you're enjoying this. I'm enjoying it.
From entry interface. 5.3 kilometers per second and an altitude of 150 kilometers from the surface of Mars.
I'm not sure what this is a picture of here, but it can't be from the spaceship, I don't think.
We have confirmation of entry interface. Perseverance is currently going 5.3 kilometers per second at an altitude of about 120 kilometers from the surface of Mars.
Wow. So just in the next couple minutes, you're going to witness, as I'm witnessing, on Sunday, 12th of December, 2021, another vehicle lands on Mars. Perseverance. Perseverance.
To the landing target.
To me, it's mind-boggling. One of our first spaceships in space is the equivalent of a VCR, and it's called Odyssey, I think. And it's still it's outside our solar system now, and still sending signals back. It's pretty amazing.
6 kilometers per second and an altitude of about 67 kilometers from the surface.
We are probably seeing emerald plasma blackout at this point.
And then they're going to obviously throw a parachute up, which is going to slow it down significantly. Because it's going pretty fast now. It's only 100 kilometers to go.
Which is doing its turns right now.
Emerald has lost lock.
Perseverance. We have indications that Perseverance is now performing bank reversals in the atmosphere. These are the steps in order to control its distance to the landing target. Perseverance has just passed through the point of maximum deceleration and has indicated that it felt approximately 10 Earth Gs of deceleration.
Emerald has lock again.
Yes. Yes.
We saw a small outage of the UHF telemetry.
You can hear the excitement in her
orbiter
voices.
during that
Not hers,
evening
but
phase, likely caused by the plasma blackout. Perseverance is still continuing to perform bank reversals in the atmosphere to control its distance to the landing target.
So it's basically artificial intelligence, what it's doing, because it's thinking on its own, it's making its own maneuvers, and because no one's controlling it now. It's all automated, you know. It's all in the computer program of what to do, when to release the parachute, where to turn.
About 1 kilometer per second at an altitude of about 16 kilometers from the surface of Mars.
16 kilometers
We
away.
have entered heading alignment, which means Perseverance is no longer trying to control the distance to Mars, to the target on Mars, but instead is flying straight to the target.
It's on target. Wish I could zoom in for you guys. I don't know why I can't zoom in. No. Yeah, it's recording anyway.
Our current velocity is about 550 meters per second at an altitude of about 15 kilometers from the surface.
Emerald's reporting good telemetry lock.
We are coming upon the straighten up. We are starting the straighten up and fly right maneuver. where the spacecraft will jettison the entry balance masses in preparation for parachute deploy and to roll over to give the radar a better look at the ground. The navigation has confirmed that the parachute has deployed and we are seeing significant deceleration in the velocity. Our current velocity is
parachute was deployed.
meters per second at an altitude of about 12 kilometers from the surface of Mars.
Landing on Mars. Did you ever think you were going to see that? But there's the animation of it.
Perseverance is now slowed to subsonic speeds and the heat shield has been separated. This allows both the radar and the cameras to get their first look at the surface. Current velocity is 145 meters per second at an altitude of about 9.5 kilometers above the surface.
And we're going to be living on Mars, guys. No question about it. And hopefully we won't pollute it like we did on our planet. Everything's going to be reusable, not recyclable. You're going to reuse everything. No, hopefully no trash.
Perserverance now has radar lock on the ground. Current velocity is about 100 meters per second, 6.6 kilometers above the surface.
So radar lock means now it knows exactly when to
Perserverance is continuing to
put the
descend
jets
on
on.
the parachute. We are coming up on the initialization of terrain relative navigation and subsequently the priming of the landing engines. Our current velocity is about 90 meters per second at an altitude of 4.2 kilometers.
Okay, it's going down. 4 kilometers to go.
We have confirmation that the lander vision system has produced a valid solution as part of terrain relative navigation.
So now it's decided where it's going to land.
We have priming of the landing engines.
The engines are going on. Slow it down even more.
Current velocity is 83 meters per second at about 2.6 kilometers from the surface of Mars.
It's great animation. You can see
That the back shell has separated.
the engines are on
We are
now.
currently performing the divert maneuver. Current velocity is about 75 meters per second at an altitude of about a kilometer off the surface of Mars.
1 kilometer to go. Long trip to go there.
We have completed our terrain relative navigation. Current speed is about 30 meters per second, altitude of about 300 meters off the surface of Mars.
It is in Egypt, 1:35 in Egypt. The middle of the morning in
Started
America.
our constant velocity accordion, which means we are...
So most of America is sleeping through this.
About to conduct the side crane maneuver.
We've lost direct-to-earth tones.
As expected. As expected.
Sky crane maneuver has started. About 20 meters off the surface.
We're getting signals from MRO.
I think it takes 8 minutes for the signal to get here.
Touchdown confirmed. Perseverance. Seeking the sounds of past life.
They get it. That's great.
At this point, the descent stage has flown away to a safe distance. Perseverance is continuing to transmit direct through Mars orbiter to Earth.
Well, congratulations, NASA. So there you have it. They landed on Mars again. Successful. We have so many smart people working on technology. Now let's just get those smart people working on solving the pollution and the code red we're having and the hatred and the evilness of people. We need to be kind. Hopefully on the red planet we'll all be kind. Thanks for watching. Have a fantastic day and join the 3,428 ambassadors around the world spreading kindness. Dr. Fantastic out.
Welcome to the Be Fantastic channel, where you will find many fantastic interviews with amazing people.
Visit the top world museums,
incredible zoos,
beautiful national parks.
special events, and much more.
These videos are designed to educate,
Inspire.
motivate, and entertain you.
We hope you will enjoy them.
Join the Be Fantastic philosophy.
Please subscribe.
Like and share.
Overpopulated cities around the world have caused people to become a greedy, selfish, and litigious society. Would you like to be happier, live longer, never be forgotten, and help make the world a kinder, more civil place? It's actually easier than you think. Every day you're asked, how are you? Instead of saying good, say, I am fantastic. It will make you look better, feel great, and reduce your stress. Making the world a better place starts with each person. Please join the Be Fantastic movement today.